16 years ago, one of Indonesia's most famous actresses made headlines when she married an Australian-born Balinese prince named Tjok Gus. Their love story quickly became a national sensation. And what made it even more fascinating was that the prince himself was born from an unusual royal romance, as his own father had once married an ordinary Australian woman. So how did this famous Muslim actress and the Balinese Hindu prince meet? What sacrifices did she make to become part of his royal family? And what happened to them 16 years later? Watch the full video to find out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started. Long before Prince Tjok Gus met Happy Salma, another unusual love story had already changed the destiny of his royal family. It was 1977. A 23-year-old kindergarten teacher from Sydney named Jane Gillespie arrived in Ubud, Bali, on holiday with her family. At the hotel where she was staying, there was a children's theater group led by a handsome young man. His name was Prince Raka Kurtiasa, a member of the Ubud royal family. Jane was immediately drawn to him. As they spent time together, they discovered they had many things in common, and what started as a simple conversation quickly turned into a passionate romance. But like many holiday love stories, their time together eventually came to an end, and Jane returned to Australia. Still, she could not forget the prince. The two continued their relationship through letters. Eventually, Jane made the bold decision to leave her job and move to Bali permanently. Soon after her return, Prince Raka asked her to marry him, and she accepted without hesitation. Their relationship attracted a lot of attention at the time because it was rare for a Balinese prince to marry a foreign woman. After their marriage, the couple welcomed 3 children. The eldest was Tjok Gus, better known to his Western friends simply as Max. Max spent much of his childhood in Sydney, where his parents had moved to give their children a Western education. But he always felt a deep connection to Bali. Eventually, as a teenager, the family moved back. Back in Ubud, he built a quiet life on his own terms. He became a photographer and helped run his mother's famous restaurant and tea house, Biku. He also developed a deep love for surfing, and it was through this passion that he eventually met the love of his life, Happy Salma. At the time, she was one of Indonesia's most beloved television stars. Happy Salma began her career as a model before moving into acting, where she appeared in numerous films and soap operas. By the time she visited Bali in 2006, Happy Salma was one of the most recognized faces in Indonesia. The two met through a mutual friend while surfing on the beaches of southern Bali during one of Happy's holidays. But interestingly, their connection was not immediate. In fact, they did not hit it off at first. Happy Salma herself later admitted that Tjok Gus was not originally her ideal type of man, and she did not even know at first that he came from a royal family. He, on the other hand, was simply drawn to her personality and intelligence, rather than her fame as an actress. However, as they spent more time together, they discovered many shared interests and soon grew fond of each other. The couple dated for about 3.5 years before deciding to get married. But there was one major challenge between them. Happy Salma was Muslim, while Tjok Gus was Hindu. On top of that, royal tradition expected him to marry a noblewoman from the same caste. Instead, he chose not only a woman outside his caste, but also from a different religion entirely. Happy Salma's family was deeply unhappy about her decision to marry a Hindu man, even though he was a prince. Meanwhile, Max's family was less surprised, as it reminded them of their own past. Eventually, Happy Salma decided to convert to Hinduism for the sake of her future husband and embraced his faith. On October 3, 2010, the couple was married in a traditional Balinese royal wedding ceremony in Bali. It was one of the most spectacular and widely discussed weddings Indonesia had seen in years. More than 2,500 guests attended, including high priests, diplomats, village elders, and members of the extended royal family from across Bali. The wedding followed traditional Balinese rituals, including fertility ceremonies. The couple walked in circles while holding offerings, and the groom playfully tapped his bride with branches as part of the ritual. Happy Salma also sat on a coconut during one stage of the ceremony. According to local beliefs, this ritual is meant to bless women with fertility and prosperity in marriage. One of the most striking parts of the ceremony was the bride's elaborate 3-kilogram golden headdress, which she wore during the procession between local temples. Interestingly, at the time, Happy Salma was reportedly wealthier than the royal family, and most of the wedding expenses were covered by her. During a press conference, journalists repeatedly asked her about the cost of the wedding, but she responded that she did not want to focus on money, explaining that she saw the entire experience as a blessing. The couple also held a second ceremony in Sydney for the western side of the family that Tjok Gus had grown up with. After the marriage, Salma received the royal name Jero Happy Salma Wanasari. Like her mother-in-law, Putri Jero Asri, the title Jero was given to her as a sign of her new status after marrying into the royal family. Happy Salma later revealed that after getting married, she experienced a strong culture shock because she had to adapt to Balinese traditions and customs that were very different from the life she had known before. She once explained, "At first, I experienced culture shock and had to adapt. But I think no matter who we marry, there will always be adjustments. In stories, people imagine a prince as someone extraordinary, but my husband is actually very simple and ordinary." In 2015, the couple welcomed their first child, a daughter named Sri Kinandari. Then, in 2018, they had a son named Ngura Raidaru. Although Happy Salma appeared less frequently on television after her marriage, she never gave up her passion for film and theater, even after becoming a mother. Over the years, she continued building a successful career and received many prestigious awards, including the Citra Award for Best Supporting Actress, often considered Indonesia's equivalent of the Oscars. Today, nearly 16 years have passed since their wedding, yet their relationship still appears as strong as ever. They continue to show affection for each other and seem deeply in love. Despite the religious and cultural differences that once challenged their relationship, they managed to build a happy family together with their 2 children. Tjok Gus continues developing gourmet restaurants in Bali, while Happy Salma focuses mainly on directing films and television programs, as well as writing scripts and books. She also co-founded a successful jewelry brand called Tulola. The couple continues to support each other in everything they do. When Happy Salma travels for work or performances, Max often stays home to take care of the children and support the family. In nearly 16 years of marriage, there has not been a single major scandal, rumor, or public controversy surrounding their relationship. Through the years, they have built a strong and stable family life together. Today, many people in Indonesia see them as one of the country's most admired and enduring couples, proof that love can overcome differences in culture, religion, and background. What do you think of this love story? Share your thoughts in the comments. And that's it. If you enjoyed the video and want more like it, be sure to leave a thumbs up below in appreciation. And if you haven't already, you really want to subscribe to my channel and tick the bell icon so you get notified as I upload a new video every week. See you in the next video.